Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Centered Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And I want to welcome and introduce you to, no, I was going to say a new reader. She's new to YouTube, but she's been reading for a little while. And her name is Judy, and her channel is Judy's Healing Fire. So, hello, Judy.
Hello, Marina. Hello, everybody.
Yes, hello, everyone. The notices just went out. So, yeah, we'll wait for folks to kind of come in here. But in the meantime, Leslie, hello. Lois Tucker, Moon Mist. Dawn is here, Maureen D'Amico. And who else? We've got Couponing with Grace. I hope you're still with us. And Alcea Rosea. So welcome, you guys. Jackie B. Hello, Jackie B. Nice to see you here. And business end of things, we'll get that kind of out of the way. So I do have Judy's channel in the description. Okay, so you can go in there. I didn't put the link because I suspect that sometimes what happens when you click on the link, it adds you as a subscriber to her channel, but then it removes you after a couple days.
Oh, I noticed it. Is that what happens?
Yes. So what I thought, okay, rather than do that, I just have, Judy's channel is, and then Judy's Healing Fire. So, excuse me, you can copy and paste that, put it into YouTube. It'll take you directly to your channel. You can do the like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel as well.
And people, it goes both ways.
Yes, exactly. And there are still spots available for the Achieving Union course, which it's a 30-day self-directed course. It starts on August 1st. And for that, you can go to my website. Go back. marinasheartcentertarot.com. You can see, you can sign up for that class course on there. There's other classes that I have. You can take a look at the readings, book yourself for a reading, purchase a gift card for someone, give them the gift of a reading. So, and go check out the website anyway. It's kind of new and improved. So, there's all kinds of great things on there. But yeah, definitely go over there and check that out. And Judy does personal readings as well. So get in touch with her through her channel. If you go to after the three little dots, it says more. If you click on there, I'm sure that it will, and you scroll down, her email address will be there. Click on her email and get yourself booked in for a reading. There you go.
I have, in celebration of my, like Marina said, fairly new channel, so I reached my first 1,000. So in celebration of that, I gifted a reading to one of the subscribers. I did a drawing, and the other subscribers, I'm gifting a half price reading for the rest of the month of July. I was booked up, but my schedule changed at work, which actually freed me up for a few more readings. So if you want to get in on the half price thing, then
do it now.
Go to my channel, get in touch. Happy to connect with you on that.
Absolutely. Fabulous. I just noticed I'm really kind of big here. So let me just kind of, make myself a little smaller.
I'm not all head.
Yeah, don't need to be, so much in your face. And can I bring myself up, or do I need to bring myself down? Do we know what I need to do? It's camera with a remote. So that's why I can do that. Okay. So
Oh,
quickly, hello, Joan Baker. Fallon is here. Nice to see you. Rebecca Sunflower, hello. Jackie B, Connie B, Moonchild, and I hope I didn't miss anyone. And who was it that I just saw
oh, thank you,
who
Lois.
said that? Oh, Lois Tucker just subscribed to Judy. Thank you. Thank you.
I said, thank you, Lois, for subscribing. Yeah, thank you.
Yay! Yay, yay. Okay. All right. So now Judy and I have spoken before. So, have a little bit of background on Judy, but rather than me tell you about Judy, why don't I just sit back, sip my coffee, and let Judy tell you about Judy? So,
Solid
so
plan.
go ahead. Yeah. So
Hello, everybody.
how did you get started in this? Have you always been kind of tuned in? What was the journey like to get you here? You can start
Oh,
off with
yeah,
one day, one
the
time, one
journey.
year.
Mhm.
Oops.
So, yeah, I know. I think I always felt like I had a connection, or that there should be a connection or something. I just didn't know what it
Yes.
was or how to get it, or. So that's been in its own journey through the years, basically. But I am a Reiki master. I had my own practice for a while, but how I got in, yeah, sorry, I'm going to back up a couple steps. So, uh, for years, I tried to connect with spirit to be able to get messages and things like that, and the connection didn't seem to connect.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word. Occasionally I would get messages here and there. I'd have intuition,
Yeah.
especially if it was really important stuff, like, don't go down that road, things like
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
But there was a friend of mine one time who had she was extraordinarily abused from the time she was an infant, and
Mhm.
thus had uh, many physical issues with
Yes.
that. But she was also very in tune, and she anyway, there was a lot that she would say that resonated with me, or I found like it was almost like I was remembering things,
Yes.
if. And
Yeah.
so it's like, oh, that makes sense. And then I was remembering things, and that's what it felt like. Meaning, who I am at a soul level, not just, 20 minutes ago. Oh yeah, I have
Yes.
cookies in the oven.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just kidding. And anyway, there was what she needed a surgery done, and she was in a lot of pain. And so for years, I'd been trying to like meditate to connect and that kind of thing. Sometimes I felt like it worked. Sometimes it didn't,
Yeah.
whatever. So when she was in a lot of pain, I stepped back and I went into kind of a meditation to connect with my angels and guides. And I just asked, is there anything I can do to help her? And I got a full download of,
Mhm.
this is what you do. This is where you place your hands. This is how you direct the energy. Like literally step by step showed me what to do. And so I'm like, that's weird.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
I never really heard, I didn't know about energy work. I'd never heard of
mhm.
Reiki. I never heard of like any of this, honestly. And so I went over to her, and she was open to this world. So, this wasn't a surprise to her, but it was to me. And
Yeah.
and I went over, and I'm like, and she was just in a lot of pain. I go, do you mind if I try something? And she's like, sure. So
Yeah.
I did what I was told, placed my hands where I was supposed to, anyway. And when I was done, I go, so how do you feel? And she's like, I feel better. I go, oh, well, that's cool. Okay. And this is when Facebook was really, really, really new.
Yes.
And I had some friends in India. And I told this one particular friend I said, this is weird. This is totally what happened. And he goes, oh yeah, that's Reiki. And I went, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah,
He's like,
call it what you will.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And he's like, you need to look into that. And I go, nobody knows what that is. I don't even know what that is. That's not a thing.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, it is. And you need to look into it. She goes,
Yeah.
just trust me, look into it. Sure enough, I looked into it. I'm like, they're everywhere. I had
Mhm.
no idea. I just had never been exposed to it.
Yep.
And so, okay, well, that's interesting. And so then as I'm remembering things, I'm like, okay, basically, I gave myself permission to kind of tap into what is it I think I know,
Yeah.
and I started, I kind of, I have an eclectic form of healing, if you will. I think it
Mhm.
comes from many different types of cultures. There's
Yes.
some pagan elements, there's some Native American elements, there's some Reiki elements, there's some sacred geometry elements, there are a variety of different elements. And so without being trained, I was like, this is what I think I need to do. And I just
Mhm.
started doing things. So when I would come across people who were hurting or anything like that, I'd be like, do you mind if I try something? Do you mind if
Yeah.
I, you're like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, it was working.
Yeah.
And so basically what I was doing was distance healing is what I
Yes.
was doing. But what was weird is, which is backwards apparently, is I wasn't as good at the in-person healing. And
Oh.
so when I went to, I decided to get attuned to Reiki, and who's now my Reiki master. She's like, yeah, you're weird. She didn't say you're weird, but she's like, you're, as with everything in my life, I'm weird. I'm not
Mhm.
normal. um, she's like, what you're doing is the advanced stuff, and you being
Mhm.
attuned. I mean, you're supposed to start with the basic stuff and then move into the distance healing is like the
Yeah.
advanced stuff. And she's like, so that's totally backwards. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. This is what I can do. and,
Exactly. Yeah,
but as
exactly.
soon as I got attuned to Reiki, it was like, boom, game's on.
Yeah.
And then I did get my own practice. I worked in like a community space for a while, and then I got actually my own office and my own practice. And I did that for a few years. And as with all things, I had my own eclectic style of healing that
Mhm.
it would seem to be very effective. But I had to relinquish it when I went through a divorce. The judge made sure that happened.
Mm.
So at that point, I kind of stepped back because I wasn't technically supposed to be doing this, right?
Mhm.
So if I did it, I had to be kind of under the radar, basically,
Yes.
and I had to relinquish my office and my healing room. And so I'm like, okay, well, I had my house, so I basically created a healing room space. But the kicker is, I'm not comfortable bringing people I don't know into my home.
I don't blame you one little bit. Yeah.
Being a
Absolutely.
single female, like that, this
Yeah.
does not give me the good feels. When I don't
Yeah.
know you, I don't want you coming into my house.
Exactly.
And also, a lot of the stuff I would release other people was not necessarily something I wanted in my house. So I had a very um, I don't know how to say it, very secure healing room, and
Mhm.
everything stayed there. But in a
Exactly.
house, it's different because there's always energy, flowing
Yes.
about. And so I was like, I didn't want that. So if I did a healing, it was generally people I knew very, very well and who I trusted. I would bring in to do a healing.
Yes.
Anyway, and so I always felt like I'd get back into energy work, but I didn't know how and I didn't know when. I knew it was going to happen. So I just kind of let
Mhm.
go and trusted the process, and okay, that's fine. Other intuitives would come up and go, why aren't you healing? You're supposed to be healing. I'm like, I don't know. It'll happen when it happens.
Yep.
And
Timing. It's all about timing.
it is. And I let it,
Yeah.
when it was supposed to be a thing. Sorry, there's like hair in my rings.
Yeah.
So I started getting messages I needed to do this YouTube thing. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not a techie person. Like I don't know. And somebody said this to me several years ago. You need to start doing this like on the internet. I'm like, oh no, I'm not a techie person. This is not, I'm not, I don't,
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
And but anyway, they kept bugging me. They meaning I think my guides, right? And they kept bugging me like, okay, time to get off it and get back into it.
yeah,
And I'm like, okay, I don't know. And so I asked a couple of friends, would you want to do a channel with me for different things? And they were just like, no, or I'll think about it, kind of
mm-hmm.
thing. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
And then finally, it was like, you need to do this. You need to do this now. Get off your tuchus and do it. And I had no idea what I was doing. I just like, okay, one day I just started. So this
exactly.
was in May. And
Yes.
I just started doing it and brought up, well, actually, prior to that, I had a couple friends that were like, hey, I want a reading done. Will you do a reading for me? I'm like, oh, sure. And then it was after that, they're like, see, you're back into
See?
this. You can
Exactly.
do this. And so like, all right. So I got the cards. I have my dowsing rods that I use quite a bit. I have crystals. I do crystal
Mm-hmm.
readings, which the way I do it, I guess, is a little unique too. But anyway, there's that. And I just started doing my channel, and it's been a learning experience. But here I am.
Yes. No,
Real
I get
long
it.
answer to your question.
Yeah, yeah. I think most of us that are on here were led here by spirit, and a great majority of us, if someone had told me 10 years ago that I would be doing a
Oh,
channel on YouTube, I said, oh, you're nuts.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, I'm like, no.
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 Like, yeah, no. Um, and yet when
Yes.
the timing was right, everything just fell into place.
Yeah.
And it wasn't I mean, the learning end of things and how to do things kind of backstage and behind the scenes,
Still
yes,
learning
that,
that.
yeah, that takes a little bit of time to kind of get together. But other than that, it's your gift is your gift.
Right.
So it's, yeah, I understand totally the esoteric approach in that. Yes, a lot of the things that I do are not kind of the traditional things that I don't read tarot in the traditional way. I mean, I know what the cards
Right.
mean, but I always get
Right.
intuitive meanings from them, right? So it's
Yeah.
I'm not what I would call a purist, that
Right.
um, yeah, the 10 of wands means this. In all cases, it means either this or this.
Mm,
It could mean 1,000 things depending on, yeah, on whatever it is.
100%.
So totally, yeah, totally understand that. And yes, Lois, May of 2025, she started the
Yeah.
YouTube channel. This
Literally
is
a
one of
couple of
those things, yeah, that you jump in, you get
Yeah.
to the point that your guides are talking to you and you're saying no, no, no. And most of you know that before I started the channel, I was directed by my guides to put together what I call a Toracle deck. It's kind of
Oh,
like tarot, it's kind of like oracle. Anyway, I'm not an artist, so it's very rudimentary and whatnot. But they tell when I use the cards for personal readings, they tell me a story, and I just have
yes.
to trust that
Yep.
story, whatever it is. And when I was first, kind of got the hint to make your own deck, I went no, and then it was no, you need to make your own deck. No, you kind of fight back till finally, after the umpteenth time, I remember sitting down in my living room and kind of going, fine, fine.
That's what I did. Fine, I'll do
Do
it.
the little good thing, and fine, I'll do it, and you'll see, it'll be total crap. And then I never have to hear about this again. Yeah. Fast
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
exactly.
know.
That is generally with most of us. That's kind of how
Argue
it
with our guy.
yeah. Yeah. You know what? If and that's part of being in the flow. Just whatever comes up, comes up.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Just go with it. So yeah. Just hello, Viviani. I noticed Viviani came in earlier. She is one of the moderators here.
Oh, hi,
And
Vivian. Thank you.
Edward Kenneth is here. Hello, Edward and Jackie B. If I haven't said hello to you before, Carl Eichholz has got. Maybe I'll star that. And I don't know if we're going to have an opportunity to get into some of the questions, but we might get into some of the questions.
Okay.
So when you do a good deal. Oh. That's iced tea, right?
Yes. Yes. I see.
Okay.
You think it was CBD or something?
Folks, she
It's
couldn't be
ice cream.
one of us.
Well, you guys are a lot.
So that's why I kind of did that double take because it did.
Wow.
Anyway,
Out on live too.
there you go.
That's the bourbon, Judes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hello, Amanda Carroll. So, and Amanda Carroll just subscribed to you. And then there was someone else earlier who had also said that they subscribed to you. So well done. Well done. So, you do, besides personal readings, when you're doing your tape shows, you do a lot of political readings too.
Yep. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is
a majority of it, at least these days, is just because what's going on in the world. But I do, as with all things, I'm eclectic apparently. So I do. I have some shows that I've done. I talk about crystals, or I'll do just oracle cards, or I'll do. I've gone to. I did an episode where I took all my, well, not all my crystals. I have more than any crystals anybody should ever have. But I took a bunch of my crystals to the beach and cleansed them in the ocean. And my best friend went with me, and she was like filming like how I do it and what I do. And it was on a full moon and all that. So I'll do shows on how to manage your energy or your flow or protection, things like that. So most of it's political, but I do other things too, because I feel, I'm a healer at core. And so when I'm doing a reading, it's really from the perspective of I'm asking for information connection to your healing and your highest and greatest good and all of that. So I feel like this is a form of healing. One, for us all to stay tapped in enough to where we have a connected community and where we can we're each other's therapy as we move through this.
Yeah, we kind of are, and we gather, we keep each other positive, and we keep each other's energy vibrating on a higher level than it might if we were just doing this alone. And that's what makes this community so great, is that as a collective, we are shifting energy. Yes. We are shifting the direction that the world is going in. And you can't get better than that.
Which is really why it was, I would say towards the end of 2024 that my guide started bugging me of, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. And then after the first of the year, it was like, you really need to do this. And then after inauguration, they're like, they almost started like hitting me upside the head, and I'm a redhead. I'm not, I don't listen well sometimes. And so,
or as they say down south, a handful.
I'm maybe, but so I've also learned that I need to listen to them, especially when they're strongly trying to make a point, because they they'll make it. How hard of a message I need to receive to make is up to me. But
Exactly.
they
Yeah.
make the point, and it just became really, really clear. Like, this is needed. We need you. It's time to like step up and go. And I'm like, well, we'll see if this works or not. And so far, for the most part, seems to be a pretty good response. So I'm like, okay, I guess you're right.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. It like the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
get off your duff. Let's go.
Yeah. We've all been guided here for a reason, and you can swim upstream and get really, really tired, and what's going to happen is you're going to get so tired you're going to turn on your back and float. So why stop fighting? Just turn on your back and float. Have trust that your guides are never going to lead you down a wrong path. They are not here to trick you or to put things in your way to teach you lessons. They're always there for your highest good, and they are always guiding you. And like you say, they usually start off by, hey, lady,
And
you,
then it's whap.
you should do a YouTube channel. And then, it just gets louder and louder and louder until you finally click in. And it's like, okay, then. What do we do next? So, absolutely, totally get that. So, I'd mentioned just before we came on, one of the things that just hit the news earlier today, and it changed my mood and my my body physically like you would not believe. I've been I thought I was kind of dealing with something. I wasn't feeling good. My stomach was acting up. It was just a lot of emotion tied up in things that I couldn't quite put my finger on. And then, when it came across my feed, the news that the oversight committee had approved a motion directing the Chairman Comer to issue a subpoena for Maxwell, and I took a deep breath, and it went away. It was gone, and I thought, oh, okay, because I'd been saying for a while that this Thursday, the 24th, is going to be a huge day. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I just know that, the 24th is going to be huge, huge energy.
Dude, when you're done, I'm making a note. I have something about the 24th. So sorry, then I'll come back to it.
Yes. So, I immediately, I got on, I did a quick video, I posted it, I went in the kitchen, I got myself a cup of coffee, and as I was standing there, and I thought, you know what? I feel lighter. I feel like whatever it was that they were trying to communicate with me, maybe the whole idea was, things are about to shift like you have no idea. So maybe what you need to do is rest up before this happens. You just need to kind of stay a little calm and what. So I'm all for it. I'm totally all for it. And so the little video that I put out, I was using Trish James, the governance oracle, and I was shocked actually at how many repeating cards that I got that were exactly the same as the cards that Trish got in a video that she put out over the last couple days. And she was reading about that. And I commented on the video. I said, you guys, you got to go check her out because, I'm getting the same cards kind of in the same way. So this was definitely something. So, so what What are you thinking about Miss Maxwell?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm going to go back to the 24th on that theme
Uh-huh.
because
Yes.
uh, I don't believe in coincidences. So
No, there are none.
yesterday, it's either yesterday or the day before. I can't remember now because it all runs together in my brain. But
Yes.
on my way to work,
I don't
there
know.
was a crow that right in front of my car just flew right in front of my car. I was like, it startled me. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then when I gained focus or realized it, kind of back to me because it startled me.
Yes.
There's a 24 on my clock and a 24 on my mileage that both got my attention. And 24
Ah,
has never been a number for me. I've always been 44 is my number that always cues me
yes.
into, okay, 24 has never been a number to me, but it was enough. It got my attention enough that I looked it up, and it had the same meaning as a crow when it flies in front of you. And both of them are a new beginning.
Oh, yes.
And I'm like, that's cool. But now I'm like, okay, well, there you go.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah.
I think we're in for some very, very interesting things. And so
Yeah.
this is definitely the start of of a new beginning
Yeah.
for all of us.
Well,
Absolutely.
I've been getting for a while that information, July and August information is going to be just going to keep, I'm just flying in, right? Like
Yes.
keep flying in. And that's
Absolutely.
going to lead to the fall, which I think, Texas, I see 44. That's like my guide's going, okay, things are changing, but this is cool because we got you. It took me a while, like, why am I always seeing 44? Always, like,
Well,
whenever I was in the middle of a big life change, it was always 44 that was coming to me.
yes.
And
Yes.
that was one of the pushes that pushed me into getting a channel, by the way. It's like I kept seeing 44 everywhere. I'm like, fine. But
Let's all do
24,
what we want to do.
yeah, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah.
24 has never been a thing for me. So that was interesting. But yeah,
Oh, well then. Okay.
yeah.
So there's
So I take that as when you bringing that up, as soon as you did, I'm like, oh, 24. But I've always gotten that like July and August are going to be huge. Just information just coming out. And then September is going to be like, there's a shift.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's to the point that it can't be hidden anymore.
Yes,
It's
correct.
going to snowball. As
Yes.
soon as one thing happens, there'll be something else behind it, and boom, 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 and it'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And I've said that exact same thing on a couple of different videos. I kept seeing a snowball, and I'm like, this is going to be like a snowball that rolls and gets bigger.
Yes.
I said that exact same thing. So yeah, there you go.
See?
Hey, you and me.
There you go. No coincidences in life, folks. No, it is what it is. Yeah. And fours, fours are all about clarity, decisiveness. Good things are coming. Change is coming. Whatever it was that you have been focusing on, what you wanted to see come to fruition is coming to fruition, and so on. So, four is good. Four is good. Yeah, iced tea. Thank you.
It's I'm in a room that's very hot, and I don't have my fan on right now, so I'm trying to.
Oh, yeah.
So
no,
if I do this, sorry, but I'm just trying to stay cool.
Oh, please. Yeah, please. Yeah, I have a fan, and there's several of us who have fans, and I think a lot of us do it in homage to Gerald of Tarot Stash, who nobody flips a fan the way that Gerald does.
Oh.
He's,
yes,
like lessons. He should charge for lessons.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, okay, so the of all the gifts and things that you have that you're dealing with, whether it's the tarot, oracle, crystals, the rods, is there one that kind of that you feel more called to, or are they all kind of equal?
It's, well, they're all communication tools.
Yeah.
Is how I look at it. It's just a way of connecting and getting information from your guides. And
Hmm.
I think, at least my perspective on the tools being crystals and cards and dowsing rods, because I use all three. They are so when I they're a conduit for
Yes.
messages basically. So my crystals, when I do my crystals, what I do, it's previous to this, it was always during a Reiki session. And
Yes.
this was my own thing that I did, and where before a client came in, I would tune into their energy, and I would be called to place crystals on a grid, and then I kind of step back out of it, and then I look at it, and I can read where they likely need their healing focus,
Yes.
and it always matched up. And then after doing this, I started thinking like, well, I could probably do this with what's the energy of the month, what's the energy of the collective, what's the energy of
Exactly.
this person I'm reading, what's all of that, and it matches, and it tends to complement the cards really well.
Yes.
So when I do readings, I'll do the energy, I'll do the crystal energy grid. We'll talk about that in areas that they might need healing, that kind of thing. And then I do the cards, and then I allow people to do dowsing rods. With the cards, some people can take cards and just open up a deck and flip them out, and I tend not to. I really like to kind of get my energy into them. And
Hmm.
just as an example, a lot of people read the Empress card as Russia. I don't.
Mm.
She's her own being. I like
Yeah.
her for who she is, and the nurturing and the new beginning and the all of that. My guides know I don't read her as Russia, so they don't put her out as Russia.
Yes.
Right? They know how I read. So
Yes.
as you're much like you, as you're doing a spread, I'm also getting information on how to translate this and how they work
Exactly.
together. So I don't do a by the book, this is this card, this is what this means. It's yes, that's what it means, but there's more to the story.
Exactly. Yeah,
And like,
exactly. And there's different things that will come up in different cards that sometimes I'm drawn to different things.
yeah.
Sometimes it can be the
Yes,
colors. Sometimes it's
yes,
the name of the cards. Sometimes it's the there could be birds in it, and all of a sudden I'm off
yes.
something with birds. So it's a matter of looking at the whole thing and having faith that whatever I'm supposed to pick up from that is going to come in,
Yeah.
and then being able to get out of my own way,
Yep.
not interpret it, not think, oh, well, this doesn't make any sense, because it really doesn't matter if it makes sense to me. It has to make
Right,
sense to the person I'm reading for.
right.
And so just let go of that ego and the judgment, say what it is, leave
Hmm.
it out on the table.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that for a lot of readers, that can sometimes be the most challenging, is
Mm.
knowing when to get out of your own way, is to step aside.
That I believe I learned that lesson when I had my Reiki practice, because
Yeah.
that's when I started being able to tap into and get messages, is when I
Yes.
would tap into somebody's energy for the healing. I started getting messages from their loved ones or from
Yes.
another spirit or whatever, whatever they needed to know for their healing purposes. And I would always doubt myself, like, oh, that's not real. That's just my mind. And until I just started saying it anyway, people were like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my grandma. Or, oh, yeah, that's my, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
when I started just trusting that, yeah, that's happening. And then
Yeah.
same thing as I do cards and whatnot. It makes sense to people. And so I'm trusting that information. And that's also with the dowsing rods. When I may get information,
Yes.
I, I put whatever information I'm getting into question form so that my
Yes.
dosing rods can answer. But that way everybody can see for
Yes.
themselves what they're what they're doing to give an answer. And by the way, if you're not familiar with them, you cannot control these things.
No, no, you can't.
Oh, but you're leaning or rocking or doing that. Like no, you can't
Yeah.
control these, no matter how much rocking back and forth or moving of your, like they're going to do what they want to do. So when you're tuned in with your energy, like, hey guys, give me a yes. Yes. Give me a no. No. You know, I mean, when you're tuned in with them, they're going to answer you. You can't control.
No, you can't. Yeah.
So if
It's
you don't know, that's not a thing.
Yeah. It's very much like the pendulum. When you're using the pendulum and yeah, you've tuned it, it's answering you, and it's yeah, you know, people, and I've heard people say, oh no, that's you're moving it back and forth. No.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, to the believer, no proof is necessary. To the non-believer, no proof is sufficient. But
that's true. Yeah. Yeah. No matter what. Yeah.
Exactly. So Moon has posted Ozzy Osbourne.
I know. I didn't know that. I think he knew he knew he was going. So
yeah.
Yeah. I did like me Ozzy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wonder what Sharon's going to do now.
That'd be an interesting card pull. I could do that. Yeah. She's a strong woman.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. Yeah.
And
yes, Amanda Carroll, I'm sure that when he got to the other side,
he
looked around and went, Jesus.
Yeah.
Where's
he's finally happy, he's relieved of the earthly burden.
Yes.
Because he did struggle for quite a while.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Like, oh, finally I feel better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is also, I think Sharon's kind of feeling the same. I mean, yeah, she's going to go through a natural grieving process, but also it was a lot of work for her too. It took a lot of emotional and energy and physical energy. Yes. And so after she gets through the initial, I think she'll be fine. I mean, she knows he's there, and yeah. Exactly. I also feel like he's going to be around her a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot.
Oh, absolutely.
She's open to hearing him. So
yes. Yeah. Totally. So listen, you guys, I do have one start question. So if you want, and maybe what do you want to do? Do you want to do personal or keep it political in the news?
I'm open. What you got?
Okay.
And I may use cards and I may use dowsing rods. So if that's okay.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Okay. So yeah, please post your question in all caps. That way it gets my attention, because most of you know I should be wearing glasses, but I don't because I'm vain. And it's okay. I understand that about me. Yeah. So, and we'll we can start off with the cards, and let's just see what there is. And Viviani would love a message from guides and angels, please. All right. Okay. Viviani is a fabulous moderator. If you're looking for on your channel, if you're ever looking for a good moderator, yes. Okay. What is Viviani?
I tend to shuffle. I shuffle until they tell me to stop, because I figure they're trying to get to something. So bear with me.
Okay, Viviani, you have gone through the worst of what you have gone through. Things are going to get much better. Let me tell you, I got the 10 of Cups, the happy family, the kind of good emotions. Everything is fabulous, and I'm you guys, as I'm doing this, I'm going to try to star as many of you as I can. If I miss you, I will do this again. So I get the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Wands. This is the Nine of Wands is the penultimate battle. It's like, you know, you can rest. You can put things down. You can rest. The whatever it is that you have been going through, you're done. Also get the, this is the Four of Cups. Yeah. Whatever decision that you need to make right now, consider, is this going to be that important in the grand scheme of things? You know, picture yourself 20 years down the road. Is this going to make a tremendous difference in your life? If the answer is no, don't fight about it. Just let it go. Just let it go. It's like, oh, okay, you know, yeah. You want the steak knives? Go ahead. Go ahead. Take them. Yeah. So, but you're over the worst. Yeah. It's done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me when you're done. Sorry. I was like,
okay. Yeah. Sorry. Done.
okay. I don't know what you've been through, girlfriend, but holy moly. That's interesting. Yeah. Really interesting. So the core I got, which is Six of Pentacles. So there's the energy of this, and what I'm trying to figure out is if this is you or this is somebody controlling you. But the energy on this is resources and doling it out. Who gets what, right? There's somebody, there's need. There's clear need that's happening. Like the hands that you see it. We're using the same deck, by the way. Did you notice that? The Gilded Tarot.
Yes, ma'am. Gilded Tarot. But how come your cards look so much brighter than
anyway? So there's need here. You know, distributing resources. What was that?
Oh, no, nothing.
Oh, you cut out. I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. I think we're back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But what's crossing this energy here? This is Five Cups. So Five of Cups, like you've been through a battle, right? You've been through it. There's something, I don't know what's going on in your personal life, but you've been through some stuff. And cups are emotion, and you could, you know, this guy's just like, oh my, I mean, like he's survived, but he's hanging on for dear life under that flag, and just like, oh my gravy, that was rough. That was rough, and still gonna move on and move forward, but he's been through it. And that's the energy it's crossing. Is like, I feel like this is almost like somebody that's controlling what resources you get. Like you're not necessarily in control of your resources, or you haven't been. And, you know, this is just like, you're just like, you've been through it. This is emotionally just, you're drained, you know, but you're ready to move on. But then on the foundation, I get the Wheel of Fortune, which is, you know, is karma. To a lot of people read this as karma, but basically it's what was up now comes down, and what was down now goes up. So things are going to be turning around for you, because I don't feel like you necessarily, quote unquote, deserved all of the trauma and emotional nonsense you went through. So things are going to get better. Basically, things are going to get better. I feel like I'm just a giant head on here.
Yeah, no. No. Yeah. And amazing.
In the past,
I got the Five of Cups too, but I looked at it and I thought, no, that's the Four of Cups. The Four.
So in the past, though, whatever this was, that was controlling what resources you were given or not given, is in the past. So things are going to get better. This is in the past. And the kind of the overarching energy, I have Three of Pentacles. So what this tells me is, you know how to do what you need to do. You're kind of rebuilding. but
Mhm.
you're building, this is the new work being done, this is what you've already achieved and done, this is what you know how to do, and you know to keep doing it. Basically, you know how to keep plugging away, you know how to do
Yes.
your job, you know what it is you need to do. And the kind of crowning all of this is being able to take this and move forward and do it.
Yes.
And you are incredibly strong. And
Mhm.
I think you're stronger than you realize also.
Exactly.
This is what's coming for you is strength, but I feel like the strength is already there. However, you were being kept from seeing it,
Yes.
right? So this is in the past. This is in the future. This is the bridge between the past and the future of you know what to do and
Mhm.
basically just go ahead and do it
Yep.
because karma's on your side. Things are going to get better, but I feel like you're going to start to see your strength. Other
Exactly.
people, I think, see it. You were made not to believe it was there, but now you're going to start to see your own strength, which is good because as soon as you start to acknowledge your own power and acknowledge your own strength, that tells the universe, if you acknowledge it, it also tells the universe that you deserve it. And whatever you deserve, the universe gives you more of. So
Exactly.
you can ask for things from the universe, but if your energy is saying, I don't deserve something, why would it give it to you if you don't deserve it? So
Totally.
you're going to start to see your own strength. And this is a good thing because then
Yes.
it'll allow you to continue to move forward. I feel like they're internally for you. They're, I love me a queen card. I love queens.
Mhm.
Queens are nurturers. They're internal. They take care of their own, right? They take care of themselves, their family, their country, their world, whatever. They take care of whatever's important to them.
Yes.
And she's got a sword, which I know the Ace of Swords is traditionally the sword of truth. I think all swords have an element of truth to them. Their communication,
Mhm.
their intelligence, their words, their truth. So she's got queens own their space and they take care of their people and they're very protective. She's got the sword of truth on her side and she's got doves of peace around her, but there are five, and five generally means conflict. So as you speak the sword of truth, that tends to create some conflict, but she also owns her space and is going to do it anyway. And this is kind of you. This is your own personal strength, which also, again,
Yeah.
strength. This is your own personal strength inside. And Knight of Wands is the external energy. And this is all the chaos that has been happening. All the chaos that's been happening is you're able to kind of take a breath. So Knights are an action card, but notice
Mhm.
the horse is standing still. So he's kind of taking a moment and going, "Oh, that sucked,"
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
But you'll know how to move forward and do what you need to do to rebuild and do, and to move forward in strength. And then hopes and fears is the Fool card, which is a new beginning. So
Yeah.
starting over is scary. That's okay. Do it anyway. Basically, feel the fear
Mhm.
and do it anyway, is
Yep.
kind of what this is. And then this is your final outcome, which is Four of Pentacles. And you've got your resources you need. You have Pentacles or earth energy. So it's anything that is in this world that we live in. So money,
Mhm.
resources, food, law, medical, whatever. You've got your resources that in the beginning somebody else was doling out what you need and whether or not you got them. Now you have them.
Yep.
These are
Yeah.
yours. Do what you will, and this is your own treasure. Use them wisely and appropriately, but they're yours. So that's what I got.
Exactly. Exactly. Perfect. That is great. Okay. Viviani, I know that you mentioned, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Perfect. And Dawn Turner would like a message from her angels and guides. All righty. What do we have for Dawn? Dawn.
I need to
Yeah.
reset here. Bear with me.
No, that's okay. What do we have for Dawn? Dawn, something is coming in fast. Okay. Yeah, the Eight of Wands. What is it's coming in fast. So what is it that is coming in fast? The Wheel of Fortune. Things, yeah, things are about to change. That I love this for you. I really do. Okay. The King of Wands. The wands are all about your desires. It's the I want. It's that fire energy. It's getting things moving forward. Um, and that it's new ideas, new ways of looking at things. And the Emperor. You know what? I What I'm going to say, Dawn, is stop, take a deep breath, and know that things are going to change, and they're going to change quickly. That's what I got for you, my friend.
So, Dawn, I probably won't do as long of a reading, or we'll be here all night if we do. So I'll do a little shorter spread. I'm sorry, but I'll do a little shorter spread. We'll still get the gist of it, though.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I just did a 3-card spread. But I have the Eight of Cups. This is fascinating, actually. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with anybody here, but so Dawn, this is basically looking forward to what's next. So cups again are emotion. You notice some are spilt, some are standing. You have some standing. You could just as easily stay where you're at and just, okay, these are standing. I can live with this. This is okay. But there's something driving you but there's more out there. And what is out there? What are the opportunities that are ahead for you? And then I have the Magician card. So the Magician, if you notice on the Magician card, he has every single element at his disposal. In other words, the world is your oyster. With whatever you're looking towards, the world is your oyster. You can wield whatever emotion you need to. Wands are fire and creation. Cups are emotion. Pentacles are, earthly, either money or, resources, basically. And swords are air and truth and communication and logic and all of that. You've got all of that. It's like you know what to do. You just need to grab hold and do it because you have everything at your disposal as you're looking at new opportunities. I think it's just a matter of you just need to decide what to do and then do it and trust that you'll make it happen. And finally, what is it? Oh, Six of Swords. Sorry, I'm so used to looking at the pictures. Six of Swords. She's moving from darkness to light. So wherever you're at, yes, you could stay there, but I think you instinctively know there's more out there. There's something else you should be doing. Start focusing on, and I feel like you probably have an idea of what that is also. I don't know if something, whatever is holding you back from it, or if you're just not sure how to start or whatnot, trust that you're going to know what to do. It'll work out. You're going to know how to do it. And it's going to move you from where you're at to a better place.
Yes.
So
absolutely. Moving to calmer waters.
Yes. Get out of the storm.
Yeah. Leave the battles behind and just, look at the calm waters and say, I'm going to float. There you
go. It over there. It's warm and sunny.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yes, Dawn. I do know. That's why I love those cards. Fabulous. Fabulous. Okay. And we've got Linda Gibson would love a message from her grandma, Borghild.
I'm glad you pronounced that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am not the
Okay.
best at pronouncing names, so I apologize if I ever slaughter anybody's names. So,
Borg Hill.
okay, Grandma.
Okay.
Let's just. I have a little bell. I clear things.
Yeah. What she was Norwegian. She still is, Linda. Still is Norwegian.
Yes.
And she's okay. She's looking down on you, Linda. Linda, why are you making a big deal out of something that is totally out of your control? You don't have to give energy to it. Just look at it and say, no, I'm not. It's kind of like, remember back in the day when we were going out to parties and clubs, and someone would come up and say, would you like to dance? It's your choice whether you say yes or no. So she's saying you're worried about something that may or may not happen. So why are you giving it energy to happen? Just let it go. Just let it go. And then she kind of wants to pull on the cheek, like she's trying to get your attention. If you feel things on your face, in and around your face, that is her trying to get your attention. And she didn't go by her full name, Borghild. Was it Hildy? Did she go by Hildy? If you can let me know. But yeah, she's around you quite a bit, and just wants you to relax.
Okay. So
Sure.
a couple of things. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she was saying, yes, for sure, we were born on the same day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I pulled an oracle card also on this one. So this is from the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and which I love this deck. It's a nice, light, positive, a lot of good messages. This one is my dear friend. So the message on this one is these two have actually grown up together, and so they have a bond. They're an unlikely bonded pair, essentially, but they support each other. The deer, is supporting her, carries her on her back. She can hold on to the antlers, but they, whereas the woman will care for the deer too. So they do care for each other. They take care and support each other. What I'm hearing is that she is definitely around you, and she's definitely supporting you. You don't always listen necessarily. So I don't know if you've practiced tuning in, or if you don't know how yet, or you're not sure, but I would say try ask to connect with her. Ask for your higher self, your guides, to connect with her higher self, her guide, ask to connect with her energy, however it makes sense to you. And I'm getting the message to feel her, not try to hear her. If that makes sense. So maybe, like, when you connect in with her, maybe you'll feel a warmth in your chest, for example. That's your heart chakra, right? That you feel the love from her. They're telling me that's the beginning of being able to communicate with her, is to feel her. Pay attention to what you feel when you connect with her, where you feel it in your body, because that'll tell you kind of what she's trying to tell you. It'll start to tap into that. Do you feel like you've been punched in the gut? Hey, you might not want to go down that road, Do you feel like your throat is being constricted? There's some communication issues. Do you feel like you just feel love from her? That's, so maybe pay attention to what you feel in your body when you ask to connect with her. After a while, after a lot of practice, you'll be able to do it really quick. You won't need to
Yes.
ask and go through the whole thing, but it takes practice to get to that point. But they're telling me to practice feeling her first. And then, probably later, maybe later, if you don't already, you might hear some things, but practice feeling her. And then I don't know what's going on with you either, but there's a new beginning. You get a Fool card, which is a new beginning. And I'm a little confused about this one, actually, the Emperor. So, like, is there somebody that is like ruling your life somehow? I don't know. There's somebody I feel like's in charge of you, but you're wanting a new beginning. But there's that somebody's in charge of you, and there's a lot of illusion and delusion going on. Seven of Cups. So, and I don't know if this is somebody else's influence over you or if this is you holding you back. I'm not sure. You'll have to tell me that. But there's something like you're not. Hold on a second. Sorry. I feel like maybe you're not being entirely honest with yourself on some things. And you talk yourself into things or out of things, more out of things that you should do. And so you have a lot of choices and options, but you talk yourself out of them is almost what I'm feeling. So you could totally have this new beginning. Tap into grandma and listen to her. And maybe you'll trust yourself more because I feel like you don't trust yourself.
Yeah.
So
that's why she's saying you're making a mountain out of a molehill. You will go out of your way to to make something a problem when it isn't a problem.
That's what this part is.
Yeah. There you go. Fabulous.
She's there supporting you and that your guides are there and your angels are there. You have support, but trust yourself first. You have to trust yourself first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Control all my life. Yes, exactly. Not doing it for yourself. Okay. And we've got time for one more. And that's Jackie B. And Jackie B would love a message from her spirit guides.
Okay.
Yes. And, I just noticed, okay, Dolores Aguayo, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Honey, you are a member on my channel, and I don't have your email address. So can you please send me an email at heartcenteredtarot@outlook.com. That way I can let you know when the membership meetings come up and the get-togethers and so on. And Jackie B just gifted a Heart Center membership. Thank you, Jackie B. That is very kind of you. Very, very kind.
Very generous.
Yes. And okay. See, Jackie is paying it forward. Okay. Message from your spirit guides. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Jackie, I'm going to give it to you straight. Okay. Very, very much like Linda is, okay. I got the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the Devil. So something is definitely coming to an end. It feels like this, you're making a decision about what you're going to do moving forward. You've been tied to this relationship for quite some time. You know it's not working out. You have gone out of your way to try to make excuses and see things the way that you think you want to see them. But I think you're also starting to realize that, you know what? The bullshit is just that. It is bullshit. Things are not going to change. Whatever promises were made today were the same promises that were made 3 months ago, 3 years ago. It's not going to change. So it's time for you to put an end to things and to walk away. It is much easier. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. You can be happy and on your own, or you can be miserable with someone else. It's up to you. What do you want to do? There you go. Jackie, if you need to reach out, please reach out. Yeah, it's heartcentertarot@outlook.com. Okay.
So Jackie, oh dear Jackie, very similar to what Marina got. Okay, so I have 8 of Pentacles. It tells me that you've been working very, very hard at trying to make something work, and you're very good at whatever it is you're working at, or making things work, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're very good at this. You can absolutely continue to do this if you want, because this is how successful you are. You could totally play this game till the end of days if you want to. You're sitting there and you're still working away, making it work. There's a lot of temperance involved. I always, the thing that comes to mind with temperance card is all things in moderation. You can drink from the fire cup or you can drink from the water cup. All things in moderation. Balancing your energy. Let's see. I'm trying to think how I could put this. Hold on one second. You'll experience as much pain as you allow. You're the only one that can set the boundaries. If you do not set the boundaries and you keep doing the same work you've been doing, same card as Marina pulled, you're going to remain restricted. Or if you repeat the pattern, mm-hmm. Even if you get out of one situation and you repeat the pattern into another situation, you'll remain restricted. You'll keep doing the same work. You can change the players of the game, but the game is still the game.
Yes.
You can drink out of the fire cup or you can drink out of the water cup. It's your choice which one you drink out of. And if you learn the lessons to get you out of this situation and stay out of this situation, to unbind yourself from the situation.
Yes.
That's what I got.
Wonderful. Fabulous. And Linda Gibson said, Jackie, boy, do I feel this reading for you. This was also a message for me. Wonderful. And you know what, you guys, it sometimes, even though you may not yourself get a reading, but if you pay attention to the readings for someone else, very often something will resonate with you. If it resonates with you, take it because it's meant for you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go check out the webpage at marinasheartcentertarot.com. Look into booking a reading, gifting someone with a gift card, taking a class. And there's some of you that might, I'm thinking of particularly the Change the Tape class. It's only a couple hours, but boy, oh boy, do you walk out with your eyes wide open. And it's learning how to identify those tapes that we automatically default to and things that we think about ourselves that we believe are true. And I'm going to challenge you to look at those things and see what is really yours and what is someone else's.
Yes.
So there you go. And Don't forget to also go over to Judy's channel, like, share, and subscribe on her channel. And we will
Yes.
definitely be doing this again.
Okay.
And next time, you'll know who Judy is, so we can say, "Okay, hi everyone. Let's get to the readings." Boom. But
Yes.
no,
Thank you, everybody. And
yes,
thank you, Marina. This was fun. Thank you.
it
Great.
was. It
I liked it.
was.
Yes.
All right, excellent. Thank you. You guys be well, and we will see you later. And thanks for sharing your afternoon with us. Okay,
Yes. Thank you.
bye
Bye.
for now.